right. Good morning, Carol. Hey, Third. How are you? It's good to see you in here. I've missed you. I've missed y'all too, believe it or not. I really have. Um, been struggling. My dad is having a triple bypass surgery in a couple days, and then I've had vertigo and freaking bronchitis, and it's been absolutely crazy. Um, it just plus Deuce had to have a thing lanced, and it's like one thing after another. But now I'm going to tell you by far, vertigo will kick your ass. If anybody has never had it, I will tell you now, it is horribly bad. That is some bad shit. If you have had it, say yes in chat so I'll know who's got it and who hadn't. Um, Italian Princess, you're awesomely special. I wish you just knew how much. Um, my husband has it, says Kathy. Does he get does it make him like like extremely nauseated and just sweaty, and you shake and you feel like you're going to pass the hell out? I mean, it was just crazy. Okay. Third says I've experienced it before. Usually when my sinuses are stopped up, that's what started it, was bronchitis, the pollen and all that. And that morning I was supposed to have the live with Santa. I literally, it was 11 o'clock, I think, in the morning. And I had gotten to where I couldn't walk through the house without getting sick to my stomach. And I was going to lay down and try to sleep some of it off. And I just crashed. I mean, my body was just like, and I was like that I slept for 2 days straight. And then it took me, I think, another 4 days to get my energy even remotely back right. As y'all can see, my color's still all off and stuff like that. Plus, I've been crying because I'm worried about my dad. It was bad. It was really, really bad. Um, and it wasn't even it wasn't even a decision not to go into the live. My body just wasn't going to allow me to go into the live. It just wasn't. And when I did wake up, I was so confused and disoriented that I know I sound like a bumbling fool in the live, but and for those of you that was put out by the whole thing, and especially to Convoy Santa and Aruba, because she was doing the live, I apologize, but just some things just can't be helped. I would never do anything for or to Convoy Santa to jeopardize him intentionally. He's always been he's my heart and soul. I would never hurt him like that. So, or do anything to purposely hurt him, but we're all human and things do happen. So I apologize to y'all for not being there, but now maybe y'all can understand what I've been going through, and I've been off live because I just didn't know how to talk to y'all. I just didn't know what to expect. If I went live, I don't know what to expect. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not really in the right frame of mind right now for somebody to snap at me because I'm really worried about my dad. So it's just, thank you. Listen, I need y'all's help. Carol's going to put my Cash App link up there. We've gotten my flight. It's tomorrow at 1 o'clock, but I literally have nothing to take with me because I'm going to be at the hospital. So if anybody can help, I'd appreciate it. I debated on whether to even go. My dad was like, I really wish you would wait and go when I get back. But, I told Carol this morning, I talked to her. I told Carol on the phone, I said, if something happened to my dad and I wasn't in Atlanta, I would die. It would just kill me if I wasn't there. So as tired as I am and as much shit as we've all been through and as tight as our money is and everything, I still have to go home. So thank you, Third. Y'all are awesome. hopefully I can get a chance to talk to Santa and explain kind of what's been going on. Yeah, I need the help if y'all can help. Um, I'd like to take about $75 up there with me because I'm going to be eating at the hospital for 3 days. Hey, Joshua, how are you? I'm glad to see you in my chat. In trouble. Good morning, sweetheart. Um, so we're going to be at hospital for 2 days. They're not even going to let him go home until minimum 7 to 10 days. So we don't have any idea, exactly how long he's going to be in there. Hey, GN, do you know that I can't see you in chat in, I think it's Glory B. Or no, it's Jamie Crow. She just posted Italian. She did. Me and Deuce, it was Jamie's, that's right. And I don't know why, but I don't like it. So that I want to fix that like ASAP. And I meant last night, Deuce was still in there and he could see your post, but I could not. And I saw everybody talking to you, but I couldn't see you. So I couldn't respond. I couldn't see you saying anything. And I asked Deuce last night, is that live in it? Because we stayed in Jamie for a while. And I told Jamie, I said, I didn't tell Jamie. I asked Deuce, I said, is she still in chat? I said, because we need to get to the bottom of why I can't see her post. And, well, that's good, but you can't see me. Joshua, how is Bird? Give her big hugs for me. Italian says it's tough being a daddy's girl. I had to fly home when my dad passed and I had nothing. And that's the way it is. It's been like this these past 2 weeks since the retreat. It's like I feel like in a way because we were so close and I love each and every one of them so much, but I felt like Satan started attacking us all. Does that make any sense? Because I really, really felt that way. That's the way I felt. Because if it ain't been one thing, it's another. And the congestion for me started at the retreat. I was already having problems because of the pollen. And then Deuce's situation started at the retreat. And then by the time we got home, his was full blown. And we had to deal with that. And then once we got through, and we're still dealing with that now, bear that in mind. This is still an issue. So Jan says, yes, I was studying on Google on all this going on with Jamie. So I was on and listening, but studying. Hey, that works. So anyway, the situation with my dad, I haven't been live because I've been waiting really to get some details. He wasn't sure in the beginning whether the surgery was going to be Tuesday or whether it was going to be Thursday. And then the pre-op started being a little bit of an issue. So I just kind of had to wait until Jamie Crow, she is right now quilting the most beautiful, and I think she's finished with it, American flag, homemade like crochet type thing. And it is absolutely the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. She's got the stars put on it, the whole 9 yards. That thing is absolutely gorgeous to look at. And she's sending it to President Trump. And if I had the money to have my name put on the letter, I'd do it because it would be something to be proud of. Thank you, Italian. I see the Cash App thing on my screen. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's hard to admit that you need some help, but so, but it literally is a situation where I don't think I've ever been so scared in all my life, other than maybe when my son was born and he almost died at birth. because of breathing problems. So I think that would be the only pier that would be close to it. Thanks, Carol. Always. I'm always going to be there for my family. My Freedom family keeps me going. And Deuce is a part of that. He's been the greatest gift from through all of this, is being able to find somebody you really care about, that y'all have like-minded interests and things of that nature. So Dad is having to have a triple bypass surgery. I'm leaving tomorrow to fly into Atlanta again. And his surgery, his pre-op is Wednesday, and his triple bypass is Thursday. So I'm having to make another emergency trip home. And we're just trying to get a little help with the cash out, because I bought the flight, but I have zero spending money at all. Yeah, so I got to go home again. So I'm just overwhelmed, and I've never been afraid in my life to go live with you guys, but I was afraid to go live because of the situation with my dad, and then the situation with Santa. No, I don't know, Jen. I don't know. I know he's going to be in the hospital for 7 or 10 days afterwards. That's all I can tell you. I don't know if it's robotic or not. Annie, good morning. Thank you. Thank you. I need the prayers. Yeah, Santa's fine. We had a live set to discuss him coming to Texas, and I had already been sick, and I had bronchitis severely bad. And vertigo set in, and I crashed out because of it and missed the live altogether. So it was just a really bad mess up for me. But I haven't talked to Santa since, and I've got to. That's something I've got to do. I've got to square and fix it, because it's I know. Italian, you're gonna make me cry again. Stop. So I need to talk to Santa. I need to tell him I'm sorry, but it just couldn't be helped, and hopefully he'll forgive me. Jan says, great outcomes with this surgery. Have you been able to talk to the surgeon? I have not. Dad called me. The last time I spoke to Dad was like a week ago, and he told me that they were either going to do stents or they were going to do a triple bypass. And after he went into the doctor, apparently they decided that the stent was not the best way to handle it, and that the bypass was necessary. So I haven't talked to the surgeon yet. I will before he goes under the knife, I assure you. So we the bond between my dad and I, which y'all know, he's been in chat and y'all hadn't gotten to know him good yet, but he's an amazing man, and he's always been a really good dad. So I've never really had any issues. Me and my dad have always been has always been close. Let's see. Annie says, please don't be so hard on yourself. Santa will understand. No apologies needed. I'm not so sure of that, Annie. My brother had a double in December. He's doing fantastic. That's awesome. I'm leaving tomorrow at 1 o'clock. My flight leaves at 1:15, 1:19, something like that. And I'll be back early Friday morning. Now, the last time I flew from Atlanta to Dallas, I missed my plane. So this time, I'm going to make sure to give myself at least an extra hour. I know, Carol. It's cool. It's cool. Everybody's cool this morning. Although, like I said, So, um, I'm looking forward to seeing my family. A lot of my family's coming up, but I'm not happy about why we're all congregating at all. So I think like, whereas my mom, we had a really strained relationship, my mom and I did. So when she passed, it didn't hit me as hard. Now, there was a part of me that remembered things before things went sour with my mom and I. Good morning, Yvette. Um, there was a time when I missed, I really reflected on that specific time with her when things were really good with her. But everything after that made me kind of numb to the whole event, as far as how to feel, how am I supposed to feel, yada, yada, yada. So I had conflicting emotions when my mom died, but I pulled through it okay. But if, when it comes to my dad, though, it's a whole different ball game. Um, love my Yvette. I love my Yvette. Good morning. Yeah, I haven't talked to Chaplain. I've really been staying out of lives in general. Not been going on the lives. I've just been I've just had so much going on. My heart hadn't been in it, and until I talked one on one with Santa, I don't think it's going to ease any. Thank you, Yvette. It's okay, sir. But I wanted to come live this morning because, there's my red cactus. Good morning, red cactus. How are you? Yeah, me too. I'm sorry too. It's I got to fly home to Georgia. They're doing it in, actually, I'm flying into Atlanta. They're doing the surgery in Athens, Georgia. My dad's actually in Milledgeville, Georgia. He lives on Lake Sinclair. If any of you guys ever pay attention to my photography and stuff, the pictures and stuff that I post up on Facebook, a lot of my pictures were taken in on Lake Sinclair. So Red Cactus says, I'm doing just fine, sweetie. Thank you. And yes, we this was not a planned trip at all. So we're just trying to piece it together. And y'all just really pray for me. I just pray for me and my dad and everybody. Just y'all really pray, because if something were to go wrong, I'm going to be a totally different Angela when I come home. So just saying. So what have y'all been up to? What's going on with y'all? Anything new happening? Anybody? Wyoming was on Glory Be last night. Does anybody know how close she is to having that baby? She's got to be really, really close. And has Hippie Mama had hers yet? Thanks, Italian. I love y'all. Y'all are just amazing. Amazing. So, Wyoming Girl is due in May and Hippie Mama in July. Wow. Good morning, Lee Bart. Hippie Mama is due July the 1st. Hoping for the 4th of July. That would make the perfect freedom baby. I've been calling this baby the freedom baby since I found out she was going to have it. And so I got so tickled because that when anytime I talk to her and ask her about the baby, I call it a freedom baby. And it would be so awesome if that baby was born on the 4th of July. That would be kind of cool. So you guys really keep me in your prayers. And again, Carol or third one can pop that Cash App information back up there real quick. I'm trying to get we got the ticket, but I have very little to go home on. So if you guys could be a blessing, that would be a good time. His name is Legend James. That's what she's naming him, is Legend James. Oh wow, that's awesome. That is so cool. LJ. That's gonna be cool. Legend James. That's a very, very interesting name for the baby. Cool as hell. And he will, I mean, you got to think about it. The song, That's How Legends Are Made. That's how legends are made. Look at the parents to that baby. I mean, destined to be something just because of who his mom and dad is, because they're patriots and they love this country and they fought with Santa for so long. And they were with TPC and they gave their heart and soul to it. So they're good people. Big D is the most he's just the most loving soul that I've ever met. He's cuddly and fluffy, and you just want to hug him all the time. Kind of like Taco Joe. We were talking about Taco Joe last night in Jamie's chat. I think it was Jamie's chat. Yep, that's it. Future president. That's just what we need, a patriot president. That's right. Somebody that will do something. Oh, thank you very much, Red Cactus. Y'all are so sweet. Thank y'all so much. We and if anybody talks to Santa, if any of y'all talk to Santa, please let Santa know that what's been going on, and that until I can talk to him and tell him myself that I'm very sorry for everything that happened. So if anybody speaks to him, let him know that, and let him know how much I love him and I pray for him every day. Okay? I'd appreciate it. So I wanted to go. Carol him-hauled me. Carol him-hauled me into coming live. It was, y'all can thank Carol for that, because I sure didn't want to go live. She's like, why don't you just go live? And I'm like, I don't want to go live. I'm a mess. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Me and Carol are his biggest fans. So, but you know, it's such a blessing to have such good people that come into my chats, and Lee Bart, it's such a blessing, especially for you, because I know you from the Santa chats and Stormtrooper, and I've seen you, I think, a couple times in Glory Be. And there was a little time when you and I didn't see eye to eye, but now I have to stand corrected. You're an awesome patriot, and I thank you so much for participating and being a part of what we do here. Just much love to you, Lee, and thank you for your support. So, but other than that, finally feeling more like myself physically as far as the bronchitis and the vertigo is concerned. 2 days of vertigo was no joke. And yeah. My relationship with Santa is kind of special, because I used to tell Carol on the phone back when I was still in Georgia that I just couldn't wait to meet him. I used to tell Uncle Deuce that too. I'd be like, I can't wait to meet Santa. I just can't wait. It's going to be the biggest thing. And when you do, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing. So he will always be a special part of who I have become because of the movement and the fight for the freedoms of all. So join me. That's good. At least it ain't me. Hope I don't mess your makeup up. But yeah, I love my convoy Santa. I would never put him in jeopardy in any way. And you can only do so much though, and that's the best I can do. So, but yeah, we've been pretty busy around the house with school's ending and Deuce's son's fixing to graduate. A lot of other things going on too. So we I'm looking forward actually to getting back to the lake. I need to clean mine. I really do. I need to do a good mop job on the floor this afternoon, but it really just we have had so much rain, and I'm thankful for it because I do believe. Do y'all see that bumblebee flying around my head? Um, but we've had so much rain. We've still got so much mud. It's unreal. I don't want to even try to deal with it till this crap dries completely up because my sons definitely believe in tracking my floor up. And then the dog. And you would think that the man in the house would be your worst enemy on the mud and the rain and muck and all this crap. But what it comes down to, Glory B's aggravating me, y'all. Y'all saw that. She's trying to like get in the live and present herself. So we yep, Glory B. That's it. We're gonna call it the Glory B Bumblebee, y'all. But aside from that, I'm doing okay. A little tired still. Still fighting energy issues because of the bronchitis. But other than that, I'm coming around, and I feel better now that I know for sure that I'm going home because at least if something were to go wrong, I'm there. Um, Not that I can do too much to stop anything, but I'm just saying. You just don't ever know. I see you. Hello, I see you, and welcome to the chat. Check, check, Carol. Third. Um, how is everyone? Not much, not much. I don't recall seeing you anywhere, and I'm a mod. So, where are you from, and what brought you to the chat? We straight Italian princess. I got you. I got you. Is it somebody we already know? Hmm. Welcome to the Freedom Misfits. Yep. Freedom Misfits. We're all about the Constitution. We're here to raise awareness. We all come from the freedom movement, so we are excited about some of the things that we have coming up. And this morning, I decided to get on here, which is unusual for me. My dad is actually having a triple bypass in a couple days, and it's got me a little under the weather. That's because you won't gum in my live, Joshua. Yes, there is, and it's so much fun. I see you. It is just the most fun, especially if you're a convoy Santa misfit. It just has extra perks. You stay pretty busy, Joshua, with your lives, and then Bird's got hers, and I don't ever get a chance to do any of the lives anymore. It's got to where I miss Red Cactus every morning, and a part of me was nervous about going in there because I knew people were angry at me, and I just haven't been in the mood to get fussed at. There's been a lot of stuff going on, so um, we we have God on our side though, so I know, right? Oh, it's cool here this morning, but it's warmer than it has been. Yesterday, we haven't run the heater in this house in, I know, 2.5 3 weeks. When it started getting warm, I started opening the doors and using my big Bear fan to circulate air. And so for me to actually have to turn the heat on yesterday in the house to warm it up was different. Carol Burton says, no one is going to fuss at you on my watch or Italian Princess watch. Trust me. Hold on. I saw something about something being rained out. We're planning stuff coming up. My plan for the past weekend was rained out. Seriously, who the hell? The list is long and distinguished. But then again, you don't really know what happened. So yeah, it's been interesting. But I kind of been staying out of the lives for that reason, because I am the one that will snap, and I don't want to snap live, but if somebody rubbed me the wrong way, I would, and I'm just not going to do it. So I've been staying my ass off lives. Sometimes you just have to sometimes you have to use the not so common sense that people possess if they have it. Third says, we had rain most of Saturday, a hot part of the Appalachian Trail yesterday. Yeah, I saw that on a post. You make me sick. I might post a video tonight from that adventure. The Appalachians start in the southern part of Georgia and snake up through Tennessee and yada yada, and it's absolutely the most gorgeous area you will see. I love it, and I've hiked those mountains. I have been whitewater rafting in the mountains. Yes, I love the mountains. I am a mountain girl, and I miss them. Yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. No bear in the Appalachian Trail. Yes, there is bears in the Appalachian Trails. There's a whole bunch of bears up there. Especially the brown bear, which is very classic. There's bear, and that's the most beautiful part of being up in the mountains. Is if you're in the mountains and you are, like, let's say you got a cabin up there, and all you see in your backyard is woods, then if you sit there long enough, you're going to see wildlife, because if you pay attention, it's there. I see the third, and IP gets what I am saying. Jan says, I have a bear. An actual live bear that, like, like bear, like a real bear. Yep, we got black bears up there. We have brown bears up there. I don't know about grizzlies. I don't know about grizzly bears. Yeah, they have signs everywhere. Well, even on the hiking trail, they'll cross. Yeah, I mean, I've seen The funniest damn story that I will. The funniest story. Oh, that would be awesome. You're gonna have to like email me some pictures or something. I gotta see that. But the wildlife up there is gorgeous, and if you are like me, I love wildlife, especially. And to me, the Appalachian Mountains are beautiful in the fall, and so you'll see all kinds of things. But the funniest story I ever have is we were camping up in the Appalachians, and we had a group of about probably 20 high school students, all of us up there with our adult supervisors and stuff. We were all up there camping and backpacking. We backpacked that weekend 17 miles. And we were at camp that night, and one of the girls who had to be at most she had a twin sister, and both of them were on the trip. And thank you. Carol says, wait, hold on. I missed some text. Hold on. Let me go back up. Okay. And he says, have a blessed day. Praying for you. Got to jump off. Gotcha. Third says, I was on the hiking trail one time when I saw a black bear, not the Appalachian Trail, but a nearby trail. And then Carol says, I'm not hiking with any of you. I don't want no bears. I don't want no snakes. I don't want any of it. I'm a wussy. Carol being a wussy? I don't think so. But going back to the story, her and her twin sister were at tops 5'2", 5'1", little bitty girls. And it was so funny. One of them got out of the tent to go to the bathroom, and she asked me to walk with her. So I walked up the trail with her and was still giving her privacy at the same time. And all of a sudden, she starts screaming at the top of her friggin' lungs. And she starts hauling ass back towards the tents, pulling her clothes up as she's running. And behind her is a skunk. And she got sprayed. And she had to sleep in the tent the entire weekend by herself. Third says, we had a black bear find a dead deer carcass near our camping spot in Kings Canyon National Park. Those crunching noises. Ooh. Jan says, he was all messed up due to the weather. We don't think he ever hibernated. Kept getting in our water troughs to bathe and disconnecting the pipes. Carol says, yes, I will do virtual hikes. Italian tried to get me with snakes and not there. If it's kind going to get me with bears, I'm staying away. I see you says, are the bears aggressive like Stalker, or they just mind their own business? Well, they may do either. It depends. If you come too close to a mama bear and her cubs, then she's going to be aggressive. If other times, and probably if they're hungry, but any other time, they're probably just as I won't even say able, but their goal is to get away from you just like you want to get away from them. Yeah, it messes everything up, but it's convenient. I could go hiking with you. I don't know if I could do it now that I've gotten so much older, but when I was younger, I could damn sure do it. I just want to go up there to take pictures, to be honest with you. Party Banzai, good morning. It's good to see you, my friend. I know, it's terrible. Talk to Texas, the worst thing I've ever seen. Party Banzai got to go home again. This time my dad's having a major surgery. It's a serious surgery. Yeah, everybody's been busy. I've had the 2 weeks of hell. It's been absolutely crazy. And it seems to be getting more hectic as I go along. I don't think either one of them is more aggressive. I think grizzly bear is the most aggressive grizzly there is. And yes, all bears hibernate. If they don't, then it might be because their mom got killed. It could be a lot of things because the mother teaches them all that stuff. So, um, just like bears hibernate because they gain weight in the summer so that they can hibernate in the winter and don't have to eat. They sleep and then they come back out when the weather warms up. Carol says it's a bear. No matter what, run, run, run. My dad and my brother both had a triple bypass, and both are doing good. Joshua says, I don't know what they are going to do with me. My cardiologist transferred to the main hospital, and I see someone else in June. So now you got a new doctor. Annette Butt says, hello, everyone. God bless you all this day. And how are you, Miss Annette? And how you been doing? Typical run, run, run. That's right. And we know that no one runs faster than rodents, right? We have videotaped evidence to prove it. I'm thinking about me and Deuce having a fried chicken sandwich for lunch. Sounds pretty good to me. Chicken breast is my least favorite piece of chicken. I don't like the breast that much. It's dry. I don't care what nobody says. If you fry it, you can handle it, but otherwise, it's dry. You better put it in some damn Alfredo or something if you want me to eat it. Italian, you're awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I didn't have the flu bug. I had friggin' bronchitis and then had vertigo on top of that. And I thought I was going to die. And now I love me some chicken. Kathy, until you've had a good pan of homemade fried chicken with homemade mashed potatoes and homemade gravy and homemade macaroni and cheese, you haven't ate. Joshua, you've been through so much. You have just been through so much. I don't see how you keep yourself going. Carol says, I just drag a Black Rifle Coffee Espresso 300 and bouncing off the walls. And she does do that. Changing my sheets on my bed, doing laundry, scrubbing some windows, and modding for you. Drink. No, it's not. The thigh is the best part of the chicken. I know, right? I see you says it's time to go raid the refrigerator. Right, I know. And I remember back when Santa would be talking about you because of your dialysis and wanting to be in the movement and you couldn't figure out how to do it from the road and da 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 da. And how much that whole story inspired me to never say I can't get off my butt and do something. And so you inspired a lot of people, especially me. And I used you as an example many times when I would explain to someone why, as a single parent, I was fixing to take off and fly to D.C. to stand in a protest on the National Mall with a bunch of freedom misfits. But that's the best company I've ever been in all my life. Second to that would be the retreat when I met Aruba and Jay. I think so too. And that's just like turkey. Turkey, if you put a turkey in the oven, it's going to dry. I don't care how you cook it, it's going to be dry. And then that says I can't eat any gluten, dairy, or soy. It makes it hard to know what to eat. Go on a vegetarian diet. Maybe that'll help. But now we had a restaurant out in the small town of Hazelhurst, Georgia. It was called Chick King. They made a what they call a keel sandwich that was out of this world, and it part of it uses the breast. Let me back up. Yep, me too. And now if it's smoked, I'll tear it up. All right, Lava Joshua said lots of people still don't realize that was me. I do. And Joshua, you know you are always in our prayers. Yes, because we all love you and your wife. And you know me personally. I've met you. I rode in the car with you. I could not have done half of what I'd done at the lawn and at Bunker Hill if it had not been for you and your wife. So leave it at that. Italian says, Annette, I'm gluten sensitive. I know the feeling. Turkey is my least favorite meat, says Joshua. Gator Girl, hello. How are you doing, sweetheart? We trying to get me home, girl. My dad's got to have a triple bypass, and I've got to go home. And I just bought the ticket this morning, so the ladies are trying to throw my Cash App up there to get me a little support, and I needed some people to talk to anyway, so I wanted to come in and say good morning to everybody. I've been kind of ghost since the live with Santa fell through. And I did that because I've been sick, trying to get over the crap I had that caused me to miss the live to begin with. So, and now my dad's having to have a triple bypass, and I've already got my flight. So we came live this morning just to talk and to catch everybody up and to let me cry a little bit and make everybody else cry a little bit. That's what we do around here, you know. I'm okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss. Prayers for your safe trip and many prayers for your daddy and you. Yeah. You guys have been seeing him. You guys have been seeing him in chat or hearing him in chat. So, and he's pretty special. Look up the low FOD map diet. That don't even sound good. What the hell is that? Low FOD map diet. That's a scary. That don't even sound like it's going to be good. Have you guys been paying attention to what's going on in other countries right now? They are like everybody. T-Rex 69. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the chat. One of the things that I did find out was that we are, they are, not only are they attacking our food supply, they are destroying it, and they are fixing to put us on Bill Gates special. Italian Princess, I do rice flour and almond flour to use as breading. That's pretty cool. Sedan is crazy right now. Sedan, they in France, I think it was France. I was watching it on TikTok yesterday. Like I said, I will illegally watch TikTok until the day I die. Because right now they've got the best coverage of all the rioting and the standoffs that's going on with the people in all these countries. That's the only place you can find it. Mainstream media is not going to cover it. And the only way you're going to know about it is, you know, if you watch. Well, the cool thing is in France, I think it was France, in the city square, they have got pictures of Anthony Fauci, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the list is long and distinguished, all lined up in the city square that says wanted. They're wanted posters. And they are going to try to kill these people if they're not already dead. Yep, France is standing up. They've had enough. Black Rock HQ is burning in France. Yes! Yes, they need to go and get the other one too. Burn it to the ground, bitches. I hope they kill that motherfucker. There's not a human being that's on the face of this earth that deserves to die as much as Klaus Schwab does. And all his little minions above him, all his little elite friends. If they don't die for crimes to humanity, then we're definitely living in an upside down world. I can't stand that man. Somebody needs, if I could get immunity, I would fucking kill him myself. Sorry. I can't stand that man. Oh my God. If people really knew what that man has done to the American people, they would be shocked. He has fed us aborted babies through our fast food for the last 30 years, and he is on tape admitting it. And all kinds of nasty bullcrap he has done to us, and done it intentionally. Yetis as in the coolers Yetis, Joshua? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And see, you know, I don't know, maybe I'm just different. But I couldn't imagine being so damn evil that all I want to do is have the whole world to my damn self and have all of my money and all of my friends have their money and that we are the only ones here. I mean, what can you do? Yes. Yes, I've seen it. Just like Zelensky over there in damn Ukraine. And I am not scaring y'all. Good morning, Wyoming girl. The only one I'm worried about putting into labor is Wyoming. Come on, y'all. Y'all freedom misfits. I don't want to hear this. Yep. My Yeti cup. Deuce's mama gave me that cup. She had a whole cabinet full of them damn things. And I told her, I said, I have got to have a cup, an insulated cup. All right, so she let me pick one out. Annette says, Italian princess, I do what they call modified paleo diet. Nuts, hold on. Berries, lots of fruits and veggies, and staying away from starch. Italian princess says, I can't even imagine an evil like that. It's unfathomable. And Wyoming, I wish I was further along because I'm so ready to evict this little guy. It's bright red. When you get up in pregnancy, it's like that. You're just miserable. And at least you're going to have the baby, I think, before it gets too hot. No spousal support. I offered to make you biscuits and gravy too. Uncle is just mean and wouldn't share. I know he's going to starve me to death. Yeah, can't y'all look at it? I'm just losing weight like left and right. He's starving me to death. Nah, that man makes sure everybody in the house eats before he eats. And I told Deuce, I said, I'm not gaining no more weight. That's it. I'm sorry. Third says, oh, please consider a donation to help Miss Deuce on her trip with her dad. Yeah, my funds are real low. I just finished. He is a good man, T-Rab69. Yes, he is. He is a freedom junkie just like me. And I swear Santa willed it into existence. He does not feed me crickets. If I find out he does, I'm going to come looking for you, Italian. Don't tell me that. He's getting me ready for what Bill Gates is going to do to all of us. T-Rab69, if you go in any of the freedom chats, you've seen him. His name is Uncle Deuce. He mods for a lot of channels. That's why I miss Deuce. Because he's Uncle Deuce. I know, right? I know. It's true too. Well, when you Italian Princess says, I'm opposed to crickets too, so don't blame me. It's all your fault. I put on a few pounds since last year, but I'm feeling good. So not too worried about it as long as I don't gain any more. Don't get pregnant. Third, don't get pregnant. So, I mean, what you going to name? And you know I have a gift for the baby. I don't know if you could figure out a way for me to get it to you without having to have your actual address. I ate a fishing worm when I was 10. My brother paid me $20 to do it. It wasn't bad, a little squishy, but I lived. For $20, I wouldn't even eat crickets live with them. Lee Bart says, haha, you're right at Wyoming girl. Uncle Deuce, never heard of him. You are full of crap, Josh. Third gets pregnant, at least you have an excuse to eat. Third says, don't jinx me. We may come to visit you, though. That's something we may talk about doing. Totally. Uncle told me email is on website, but I'm stupid. It is. It's the freedommisfits@gmail.com. Also known as Rotten Deuce, that steals other cookies and tries to put crickets in them. Yeah. Well, you shouldn't be making so many Troll House cookies, Carol. And that says any WEF people who try to pull BS on us can go straight to hell. Well, the problem is that the WEF partners are in our Congress, our Senate, our judge seats, their teachers, their pastors. They're everywhere. Mommy says, manifesting third, getting pregnant. People are already taking bets when I'm going to get knocked up after this one. There wouldn't be another one for me if I mean, when I had Aiden, I told the doctor when I had Aiden, I said, can't you just go ahead and take care of that stuff while you're in there? And he's like, I'm going to take care of everything if I can. He's like, it depends on the scar tissue. We have got 26 in chat. That is awesome. If you haven't already, you guys hit that thumbs up button for me. Just being in chat has made me feel so much better this morning. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the Cash App blessings. I haven't checked it lately, but so far just I've received one, but that's a help. It will help. Let's see. Still just one. But an Italian Princess, thank you so much. I don't want to have another one. And I told the doctor I didn't want to have another one. And after the C-section, I had to actually schedule a complete hysterectomy, but I didn't know if it was going to be complete or incomplete at the time. Italian says, when I was pregnant, I told my doctor I don't want to do this anymore. I get it. Well, if any of them, hey, Millie, good morning. If anyone is born out of a freedom couple, I think the baby should like have a freedom type name personally, but that's just me. I can't tell people what name their kid, but third, we have to a girl's name that's been the same. Lots of love. And that says I did hit the like. Go away. Yeah, Chris, when I named Christopher, I named him Christopher Hypen Michael, but he's never been called Christopher Michael. My grandma had 5 babies over 8 pounds and had to get permission from the Catholic Church to get her tubes tied because of it. Wow. Yeah, the Catholic Church back in the day was like mandating that stuff. Lee Bart says, Italian Princess, when I had my daughter 46 years ago, I said, nope, no more. Exactly. Third says, because it was rough on her body having big babies. Yeah, 8 pounds babies, 8-pound babies, and you had 5 of them. She's a bigger woman than me. Yeah, well, I only had 3 boys, and then Deuce's oldest son, or his only son, makes 4. So 4 boys. We are testosterone deep up in here. Yep. Okay, listen to this. Christopher, and everybody thinks Chris and Aiden are twins, and they're not. But Christopher was born on January 7th of 2010. Aiden was born December the 8th of 2010. They're exactly 11 months apart in a day. And for almost 4 weeks of the year, they're the same age. Two granddaughters, 19 and 9 in May, 10 years apart. That's wild. Now, Lee Bart, let me get your opinion since you're a man. Do you enjoy being a parent more, or did you enjoy being a grandpa more? How about that? Well, Aiden and Deuce have the same birthday. Both of their birthdays is December the 8th. That's wild. Lee, my bad. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. So sorry. I am so lost, and I apologize, and now I know. So, my apologies. I do that too, because when I go in chat under like in Clapper or anywhere else, they'll think I'm a male because they'll see Deuce and me. But they don't see me. They just see Deuce on the picture, I guess. So, but yeah, I do it. I mean, it's easy to do it too because like some of the names you can tell that they're male or female. Some of them you can't. Nina Rice, good morning. Nina says, I had my last baby at 43 and no complications. I was so lucky. Yep, at 43. And I had, let's see, I want to say 34 when I had Aiden and 35 when I had Chris at 34, Aiden at 35. And the doctor, it was so funny. I identify as a female gator. I can't believe you just said that. You told. Did she believe you? We don't have no pronouns in here, Gator Girl. It's either male or female. We don't identify as nothing. We're just either male or female. Y'all are hilarious. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm basically going to go ahead pretty quick and close the live out. No babies for me. I was so sickly and underweight when I was a childbearing age 90 pounds. Wow. The people that wanted to have them can't. I know. I know y'all are making fun of pronouns. So, but let's see. Lee Bart is definitely not a man. T-Reb says, I'd kill to be a father. I tell you, it's a special. The bond between me and my dad is still as strong now as it was when I was a child. And as a matter of fact, if you ask me, I would say that it's probably gotten stronger. And so as I've aged, and never have I been, no, I don't enjoy flying. I hate it. I don't mind it so much of, okay, here's the deal. When I leave to go to Georgia, it's not going to be so bad. But when I go home from Georgia to Dallas, it's going to be hell because Atlanta Hartsfield Airport is like terribly bad. The last time I missed my flight, so we'll all see. Nina Rice, that's what I am, getting rid of baby stuff for another 10 years. She's not getting rid of baby stuff yet. Hold on to it because it costs money. My youngest is 35 and wants a baby so bad, but she can't have any. That's so sad. Maybe she could adopt one. Or maybe a surrogate or something. I don't know. But there isn't nothing like having your own. It is a special bond for sure. Although now that my kids are teenagers, that bond is getting stretched to the limit. Especially my oldest one, Chris, the one that you guys deal with on the live stream, because he enjoys the live stream and I'm glad he does. But I'm going to tell you what, that boy he gives me hell. Yeah. Animals do help. Nina Rice says, Wyoming girl, how many kids do you have? I'll let her tell you. I don't ever repeat anything too much because chat lies sometimes. Yep. Hey, I love cats. I've got one. I brought one with me when I moved in the house with Deuce. He knew ahead of time, we would have had two cats if my personal cat had not been killed right before I moved up here. But we would have had both him and his sister. So now we've got just Chloe, and she is part of the family. Y'all seen her in some of the videos. She's a mess. She is a mess. My granddaughter got a scholarship for Purdue University. She wants to be a mechanical engineer. Wow. Oh, good morning, Kelly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. I knew that was coming. Third, I knew Tucker was going to leave. I knew he was going to leave Fox. It was either he was bought from the beginning or he was going to stand up and leave. One of the two. That's it. That's the way we got most of our cats. The two that I had was rescues. I'm going to tell you something. That woman gets on my damn nerves. AOC. She is just as pretty as she could be, though, and that's what messes her up. She is the most pretty thing to look at, but she is sure got a sour attitude. Third says, first Dan Bongino and now Tucker Carlson. Fox is going down the drain. Yeah, it is, because they've been busted. Hi, baby.
Hello.
We're live.
I don't know.
I love you.
I lost me too.
That was my baby, y'all. Oh, man. Yeah, he left and he has his own thing going on now, Jen Bongino. And he's entertaining to watch because he's like me. He kind of cuts to the chase. Yep, you heard Uncle Deuce. Good morning, Miss Barbara. Love you. Gator Girl says, well, he took a cigarette and he went to the front. I just saw it 20 minutes ago. What did you see 20 minutes ago? AOC said he should be in jail because of the coverage. Too bad. She'll get over it. Hold on. Let's see. And that says, my cats are rescues. I've had cats around me since I was 18 months old. I love Bongino's muscles. Gator Girl. He ain't got nothing else to look at. Oh, okay, about Tucker. Miss Barbara got to go home, got to fly home. My dad's having a triple bypass surgery. They're popping my cash app up there. We're trying to get a little expenses just for the road. I done got the ticket and all that. One of the mods will throw it up there real quick if you know anybody or if anybody in here can be of assistance. I hate to ask for help, but I'm just saying. We've been going to a lot. Well, Fox News is complacent in all this stuff. They are complacent, and I think that they were to a point where they were kind of wedged in, because had Fox News been the only station saying that Biden did not get the election, it would have been all hell would have broke loose, and there's no telling. Just imagine what would have happened to Fox then. It snowed here today in Ohio. You could probably go back on Zillow and find it. We love our Uncle Deuce. Yeah, he's a mess. But I can say one thing. He sure has made me happy. We have our moments. No, she don't. She don't like anything besides picking on Stormtrooper. I've always thought she was a pretty young lady to look at, but her thoughts and the way she deals with things and the way she views the world is just messed up. Messed up. Have you guys watched a show on Rumble called These Little Ones? If you have not watched it, it is put out by Stu Peterson. It's called These Little Ones. If you guys haven't seen it, please go to Rumble and watch that movie. Yep, she can't handle the truth. And the thing about it is her and Pelosi and what was that other one that that Trump wanted out so bad? She's just recently exited out. Thank you, Miss Annette. Yeah, it's called These Little Ones, put out by Stu Peterson, and I recommend anybody watch it. And as far as I know, the only place you can watch it is on Rumble. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Yep, threw it up there in the link. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. You and Carol and Italian, y'all are awesome. All of y'all. Let's see. That's it. So I recommend anybody watch it if you want to know what's going on with the child trafficking, and most importantly, which I found out this myself the hard way, CPS is complacent in this, and they implicate them directly. And the lady that you're going to see that's in this video, at the end of the video, you're going to find out some interesting information about her as well. So I would recommend anybody watch it. and it goes in depth of what's going on and how they're moving these kids around and why. And how much money's involved is absolutely staggering. Oh my God. And then how it's being filtered out and where it's being funneled out of. Just so much mess in that video. And it'll make you cry. But if you just watch it. Just watch it. So, but I'll be checking you guys out if I see any of y'all live, and I'll probably try to jump into Stormtrooper just to speak tonight, because it's been a while since the live fell through. Really, since I've been live, this is the first time anybody's seen me, and probably the only person that talked to me through all of this would have been Carol, and Charlene and I have spoke a couple of times. But other than that, me and Ann Lake have talked. Other than that, I really haven't been talking to too many people other than Deuce. So, yeah. First Responders just posted something, or either he's live one. I don't know which. We had a chance to talk. Taco Joe jumped into Jamie Crow last night, and we had a chance to talk to him. He's awesome. I met him at the lawn. He is a cool ass person. First Responders Media is awesome. And that says, I'm grabbing lunch, so y'all take care and God bless you and have a great day. See you on Troopers Chat then. Yeah, I'll probably pop in for a minute or two. I have not seen that. Nina Rice, that's disgusting. Did y'all see the grown man sitting in front of a dollhouse identifying as a 5-year-old girl? Better yet, if any of you watch TikTok, and Carol, I know you're on TikTok because I've seen some of your comments. So let me ask you specifically, have you seen that video of that guy who posted the video saying that he pities anyone that ever tried to stop him from being able to use a female's bathroom or to go into that bathroom, and that if they tried to stop him, that he will be loaded and locked and he will be ready to shoot anybody. And he made a bunch of threats to anybody who is against us being able to share a bathroom with transgender males or females or whatever. All of this. It was absolutely insane. And then somebody got smart and actually started looking into it, and he's been arrested. Gator says, I did see that too. It was just unreal. At his threats that he was making to us just because we don't agree with you being able to, as a man, biologically male, to walk into a female's restroom where little girls and their moms are in that restroom, and you gonna walk in there with a dick and decide that you want to sit there and masturbate with all these girls around. That is absolutely insane, and I don't see how anybody would support that. Yeah, he threatened people. He threatened people and threatened just because they felt differently than him, and it caused a big stink on TikTok. And first it was reported to TikTok, I believe, and then after they reported it to TikTok, then the authorities were contacted, and one of the ladies that did like a rebuttal video posted the sheriff's name, number, email, everything. It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just if you want to act like that just because someone has a difference of opinion, that's not good. I mean, I would, if it were my daughter, which I don't have girls, and I think this is why God did not give me girls, thank God. But if I had a daughter and something like that happened, they wouldn't have to worry too much about what happened afterwards because he wouldn't be around to worry about. I might be in jail, but at least nobody would be touching my daughter or, you know, masturbating behind her head and all that. That's just, but that's setting the tone for girls and ladies to be raped. And it's almost giving them the justification to do so. Just like the UN has legalized pedophilia. They have got a law that they have put in place that says pedophilia is a right as a human. Carol says, I called the school for my granddaughter. I said, if there's any of this business of boys allowed to go and the girls' bathroom, I will stand guard and they won't go in there. Barbara says, that's sick. And T-Reb69 says, prisons are getting so bad because of men saying they're women. Right. Right. And not only that too, but you got to consider that if you mix male and female inmates, whether it's one that is, if you've got a man that is presenting as a woman and goes into a woman's facility, could you imagine if he's already in trouble with the law, what he could do? Nina says there's also a video where a man identifying as a girl boxer beat the crap out of a female boxer, and he said he's coming after all the female boxers. He's threatening them. That's absolutely crazy. Wyoming says, yep, they are going to try that here because they say it's a sickness. It ain't a damn sickness. And if it was a sickness, why would you be lowering the penalty threshold for that type of crime? You're not even making it a crime. You're making it justified because we have a disorder. And then third says, how have we as a species come to this? I am disgusted. That's correct. I agree. There was a transgender, there was a transgender in prison who was in a female prison, and 2 female prisoners he impregnated. There you go. And Joshua says, what the fuck? But it's true. They just passed it. The UN just passed it. No joke. Against trans rights. Okay, that's cool. She's getting involved in some really cool stuff. Carol says, my question is, where's all the feminists now? Why aren't they standing up for us women? Good question. Good question. Excellent question. Maybe they're complacent. But I guess it's different because if you look at this from a parent standpoint, and like there's a lot of stuff going on TikTok too about these books that are being in the schools and stuff like that, and how young these kids are when they're starting now to be exposed to all this stuff. So it's just crazy. Gator says, I also saw a woman on a video, a woman's volleyball team, and a transgender male spiked the ball and gave a female player a concussion. Right. Well, Ron DeSantis just passed a law in Florida that outlawing the use of the bathrooms and stuff like that. Now, how much further he's going to take it, I don't know. And you know, the United Nations, if they pass the law to normalize pedophilia, now they can do it without prosecution. That's the bad part. Now they can do it all they want, and there's nobody going to be able to do nothing to them. So do I believe that our children are being attacked and they are a target? Hell yeah, our kids are a target. You know, my kids went into the CPS system. They were taken by CPS and in their custody when the abuse happened to them. So you can't tell me that it's not some kind of racketeering, trafficking, and it's all about money. It's a war on Christianity. The devil is amongst us, I'm sorry to say. Yep. And he seems to be really good at attacking all the patriots lately. I'm not the only one going through hell. There's a lot of us that are. It's absolutely insane, the pressure that is going through the freedom movement right now and the things happening around them. You know, when I was talking to Santa, me and him were talking about the cost of him driving the truck. And I mentioned to him, I asked him, are you still going to sell the truck? And he's leaning towards no now. But it's just like, if you're sitting there and you're talking with Santa and you hear the pain in his voice because he's not making money now at all, and he's barely making enough to do what he has to do, then right, Ephesians 6:10-20, the armor of God, awesome scripture. And one of my favorites. I like Ephesians. I like the Beatitudes that's in I think it's called the Beatitudes. It's in Ecclesiastes. There's a time to weep, a time to mourn. Well, I'm fixing to end the live anyway because I need to start actually packing and getting ready to go. I got to get situated and get ready to get my little bag packed and stuff. Yeah, they're there. They just went live. Carrie just went live, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end the live. Everybody go to Carrie's. Yeah, the Beatitudes. That's right. You guys have a blessed day. Again, y'all got the Cash App is in the chat. If you can be of assistance, I'd appreciate it. You guys take care. Y'all keep me and my dad in your prayers. Love y'all. Bye.